standards, I dare you to. What's competition? Come show me proof. This God flow, this Jesus Christ. That say a prayer before I sleep at night. I'm still sinning, don't be offended. My dick intended for a Spanish wife. This chest home and I checkers, niggas ain't playing with you. No action figures, what I'm supposed to do.
Alright guys, it's about that time. Yes, it's about that time today guys. Yes, as you can see from the title, welcome to my channel. This is your boy Dino aka DRP here, and as you can tell, today I'll be reviewing the anime movie that I watched in the cinemas yesterday, being My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. Now, I gotta say right off the bat, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the entirety of this movie. There was not a single point in this movie where I was like, oh, please move on already, move on to the next scene. There wasn't a moment like that in this movie, or when I reacted to the series on YouTube, or in this movie as well. I enjoyed every single second of this movie, guys. That's what made me love this movie so much. Now, if you want me to give a brief background of what this anime story is about, now I'm not gonna. Well, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna spoil it. I'll probably end up spoiling with giving you a story. But I will definitely put up, you know, a notice saying warning spoilers in it. But this story is basically about All Might and Midoriya going to California, USA. Or going, you know, to, I think it's to an island where everything, they research quirks and whatnot. They research they do it's kind of like a very small island, but it's where people get to research quirks, and they can show off their quirks however they want, and it's like pretty secured as well. And I think it's in LA. Is it? I might be wrong with that, because at the start of the movie they end up showing a scene where in California a villain was, you know, going loose, and then you get to see All Might back when he was younger. You get to see All Might back when he was younger. You actually see the pupils on his eyes. So yeah, and then obviously All Might, as you can see, he was back when he was younger, and he was definitely back in his prime as well. And he was like defeating the villains like it was nothing. And then there was this another guy that was with him. You could say he was his partner at the time, called Sam. And now, obviously, when Midoriya and All Might went to this island, obviously Sam is there as a scientist, you know, researching and whatnot. You know, they are there, and they go there for like an event that was going on in that island. And obviously Midoriya ends up going with All Might, being the student as he is. He's the successor of All Might after all, and he's going there for this festival event that's going to take place. And obviously All Might was being cool, so he would, you know, he was like, alright, Midoriya, you can come with me. And obviously when Midoriya lands there, he ends up seeing his friends, being Bakugo. It's funny how I say Midoriya's friends. Bakugo is the first name that comes up. So it's kind of funny. Bakugo, Todoroki, Uraraka, you know, all the gangs, the main gang, they are here as well for their own different reasons, of course. And during this festival that's going on, obviously All Might was about to talk a few words, and then suddenly the island that has probably one of the most secured system ends up getting breached. It seems like the villains actually end up invading the place, and they got hold of All Might, and they were like, you know, they came here for, you know, a specific item. It's kind of like a device or whatnot. So, and then obviously the only people who doesn't get caught at this time is the students, because they weren't in the actual hall. All Might and the others were, and so All Might got caught by it. And obviously the students then jump in, and then they try to save the day. Yeah, they tried to go up against the villain, and that's pretty much the rest of the storyline, them trying to save everyone from the villain. That's pretty much the rest of the storyline, so I don't have to go too much into it. But I gotta say, this movie, guys, it looked beautiful. The animations was beautiful. I gotta say, the art and animations looked really nice. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, there wasn't a time in this movie where I was bored or was so desperate for the scene to move on. I liked every single bit. It was very funny, very, very funny. The fight scenes, as usual, exactly as badass as it was in the anime, it was just as badass in the movies, guys. There was even a point, obviously I'm going to spoil again, there was a point where in the last few minutes of the battle against the boss, All Might and Midoriya end up teaming up against the villain, and they start going up, jumping, running towards the villain, and they end up performing the attack. Double Detroit Smash, guys. God damn! like I said, the art animation just adds into that epicness of that moment. It just looks beautiful, and the moment when you get to see the teacher and student trying to work together, obviously team up. This is probably the first time that I've actually seen All Might and Midoriya team up properly against the villain, and the way they did the double Detroit Smash, it was like my inner fanboy was like jumping up when I saw that moment. And I gotta say, guys, it was beautiful. The fight scenes was probably one of the best things about the movie. Like, fight scenes was just off the chains. Now this movie, I was thinking about what timeline this movie would be at, and I believe this movie was set in the timeline during the second season. Now, if you remember, in the second season when there was the sports festival that was going on, and I believe it took place after the sports festival finished. Now, if you remember, Todoroki ended up being Midoriya, and then Bakugo ends up defeating Todoroki in the end, because in the movie they mentioned that Bakugo had the chance to come to this island because he was the winner of the sports UA festival. That's the hero that was recognized. And obviously Todoroki says he's here, even though he lost in the match against Bakugo, he's still here because he wants to represent his father, being Endeavor. So as you could tell, with, like I said, he came in because he won the UA Sports Festival. So obviously it took place after that UA Sports Festival, which definitely makes sense, because during that time is when so this took place basically after the UA Sports Festival, but before maybe the events with the hero attacking the city with Hero Killer Stain and whatnot, because in this movie Midoriya was able to use his 1-for-all full cowling technique. Is that what you call it? 1-for-all full cowling. Yes, he knows, he's learned his technique 1-for-all full cowling in this movie, so he's able to use it, but he didn't use anything got to do with his shoot style technique. So just right there you could tell that this movie is during the events of the second season, because he learned the shoot style technique in the third season, so you could tell just by that. But I didn't know what timeline it was going to be, so for me to find out, that was also very interesting as well. There's subtle hints of what they gave. I gotta say, it was very good. Like I said, all the characters did their own part very well. They gave spotlight to a lot of the characters. Like, I thought the spotlight would mainly go towards Midoriya and All Might, which towards the end it did, because they were like the two main people who were like, alright, let's finish this. Teacher and student, they went at it. It was just beautiful though, like beautiful. Like, there's this soul moments where Sam has this, when Sam saw Midoriya giving that last punch towards the villain to defeat him, he ended up seeing like All Might himself, but in the form of Midoriya, and I really liked how they did that. And obviously, this is one of the best things about this movie is how obviously Sam is one of All Might's best friends, so definitely Sam knows about the condition with All Might going up against 1-for-all, and he's not able to use his full power as he used to be. And then he came here and he checks out All Might's condition, and it turns out that his quirk was massively disappearing, and he's like, what the fuck's going on? And it turns out obviously the reason why the quirk is disappearing from All Might is because he gave his power to Midoriya, which Sam didn't know until near the end of the story. But one major thing that happened is that this device that the villains were trying to get. Basically, it's a device that actually amplifies your quirk 10-folds, 100-folds. Like, it basically amplifies your quirk to the point where it just gets fucking strong, OP strong. Like, so obviously that's what they wanted to get their hands on. I'm not going to talk too much about who was behind all of this, because that would just give too much away. But if you guys are going to watch the movie, eventually you guys would know who it is. You guys would probably blow your minds off. It would blow your mind off on who it would be. So even though I have spoiled on certain bits, I'm not going to spoil like the main person behind everything. I'm not going to do that, because but you would want me to just not say that much at least. So I gotta say, it was a very good movie, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What I'm more excited about is how, while I was in the My Hero Academia movie, waiting for the movie to start, I ended up booking my tickets for the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Yes, because when I went to the cinemas yesterday, they ended up putting posters on Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I was like, no way, it's coming out. It's coming out next month, guys, and I booked the tickets for that as well. I might actually make another video to talk about when I'm going to watch it. It's going to be in the same cinemas, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you when I'm going to watch it. So if you guys want to see me then, that was your chance to do it now by booking the tickets. But that's totally fine. That's for another video. But My Hero Academia 2 Heroes, solid movie. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I really... 8 out. Is there any reason why it should be 8 though? Like, it could be more than that. That's the thing. Like, I could be so biased right now and be like, yeah, 10 out of 10. Like, so, but then, like, I don't do much criticisms, unless it's like a full-on DLP anime review, like you've seen before. But this is just about a movie that I'm reviewing. The story was actually pretty decent. I really enjoyed the story for what it was. Characters were really good. Fights were off the chain. Fights was definitely one of the best things about this movie, especially towards the end. Once again, like I said, when All Might and Midoriya teams up, probably one of the best moments in the movie for sure. Most of you guys would agree with me. So on that note, I'll end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video on me reviewing My Hero Academia 2 Heroes today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, then smash the like button, comment and share, all those good things, to see more content on me doing more reviews like this to anime movies that I'll watch outside in the cinemas in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today, so you won't miss a single video from my channel, guys. Whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. Sorry about that. So as always, this is your boy Dina signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until then, peace.